comes to not giving her that access, it is so powerful for you to know that that impacts her. When I say no access, I've talked to a lot of y'all during consultations, through comments, all that good stuff, emails, and there's that continuation of there is a form of access. Now, think about what can you cut off completely that needs to be cut off. So it might look like I gotta stop watching her stories. It might look like I gotta stop talking to her family members or friends, or showing up to certain locations that I know that she's gonna be away, or I mean in, but you gotta be away from. Because no access, what it does, it makes a woman feel like, dang, I can't have this communication with him. Having no communication with you is very difficult. And y'all, if you don't know how women are, we are emotional by nature for sure. But there's also the idea of like, there's the time of the month, right? There's cycles that we go through. There's hormones that we go through. And I'm not saying that a woman cannot have like a masculine side. Obviously, a lot of women operate in their masculinity, but there's definitely sides of a woman that is impacted now realizing someone like you, there is no communication towards or with. Okay. Another thing I want y'all to understand is that know that dealing with women is a great thing. It helps. It makes sense too. But are you choosing the right woman for you? You understand what I'm saying? Where it's like, if you're dealing with a woman that gives you reasons to walk away or be done, are you just sticking and hanging on when there's plenty of options? Love is love. Relationships are relationships. You want to be with somebody, you want to be with somebody, of course, right? And I gotta say it double the time or repeat myself with everything that I just said. But understand that it is necessary for you to also know that, man, maybe I gotta just separate myself with cutting off all communication. Think about this too. What have you been doing in your personal life that shows that your communication is stripped away from her? So bettering yourself is always something I'm going to preach about. Have you been consistent in maintaining going to something, going to the gym? And I want to actually put a lot of emphasis and get into this talk, because what love can do, or what you feel when you're dealing with this woman, can make you feel like, I'm feeling set back. It's hard for me to want to go through these things. It's hard for me to experience this. I don't like the feeling of what I am experiencing with her. Whatever different ways I can reword it. When you're experiencing this, you will have better days. Know that. That's a fact. As you are hanging on, as you are going through this, as you are making sure that you are staying up to par, you will have better days for sure. But you also have to make sure that you're pushing yourself to do better, right? It's easy to lay up in your bed all day. It's easy to reminisce and go through the messages. It's easy to want to be like, let me make sure that we have access through WhatsApp. The only time I will encourage, I just want to throw this in real quick, but blocking somebody, I don't think it's called for ever, but removing them, it is what is called for, which I'm going to go into details in a second about that. But I want y'all to understand that you have to know what work has to be put in for yourself to be changing. You have so much potential. Do you know that? Well, now you do. So activate that, make it happen, put work towards it to activate it, where it's like, man, everything I've been sleeping on, I'm gonna make happen now. The things that I've been setting myself back on, it's not gonna be the case any longer. And that's very possible. I always tell y'all that while you're doing this, when you do this, women will follow, your ex will follow. That fact of not being able to talk to you, not being able to have access already hurts, right? It's like, there's this new version of him that I cannot experience. So do you think that that is what she wants to go through? No. Okay. Now, before I continue on, there's a lot that I want to say, of course, always. But I am back. I just want to throw that in there because, you know, people that been subscribed know I always am posting. So your girl's been sick. Maybe you hear my voice a bit, but my energy and everything being back and feeling good is there. So I'm happy and grateful, super grateful to feel good. And health is everything. So with that being said, don't forget, if you want to book a consultation to talk about what's going on with you, you always can. And I've been talking to many people for years now. I've been dealing with different situations, and I'm glad because it's giving me more experience to understand what it is, what it's like with dating, what it's like with the person. And also specifically, it's not always been men that I've talked to. I've talked to women that are dating that man. And I am so glad I've done this, y'all, and I love it, and it's rewarding. Help people be back together, because it's not always about breakups. But if your experience is you're going through a breakup, if your experience is you want to figure out what to do in the situation, heartbreak or not, different positions in life, it's not just dating as well, it's wherever you are at in life and what you're trying to get through. Wherever you're at, I got y'all with the consultation. So make sure that you do book by clicking the link down below. And then of course, remember, you can get through anything, but I have different offers at the end of the day. So it's not just consultations. If it's more knowledge that you want to gain, or if it's going to be ebooks, master classes, or anything of affirmation sort, make sure that you do click the link. Okay? And don't forget Patreon. I just want to throw in, Patreon is where there's so much content already on there. Like there's 200 plus, 250 or 230, something like that. I don't know, but there's a lot of content on Patreon, and you can actually join for free and get more access to the content. So don't stop yourself. Join for free, get extra videos, get extra content that I cannot talk about on YouTube, and know that there is 2 Patrons. So one is very much exclusive and explicit content, and I mean what women love, what they want in the bedroom, and then the other one is really personalized to my life, to behind the scenes of you getting to really know me on a deeper level. Okay, so links are down below. And y'all, this sickness, I'm glad that it's leaving, but it needs to leave quicker. So let me go back to this whole no access. When you're thinking about no access, I want to go back to the idea of you're cutting away from communication. So that's the first basics, sorry. So if you haven't done that yet, that is where you have to check yourself. That's the foundation. Okay, do I still have these type of communications going on? Do I still have this and that? The only thing, because I explained that you should not block somebody if you don't, let's word it like this, if you don't have anger or rage towards them. Yes, I don't think you need to follow your ex, or I don't think you need to be talking to them. You shouldn't have them on socials. I just believe that like you're gonna have an easier time with getting through your breakup while you are not seeing them. Let's put it like that. Being around them, don't do that. But seeing them is something that you should throw on top. Like, I don't want to see them. I don't want to have access to them. With that being said, just move on to what do you have to do differently that shows no access to you has changed you for the better. And that is all that I gotta say, because it's doing that. You gotta make it be that you're changing, you're making efforts or real changes, real things towards you needing to be a different person at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this video at this, and there's so much more to talk about, but I'll leave it at this because I always bring more videos back. And again, always thank you for your support. Thank you for always being here for me, and I'm just so happy to be back. That's all I gotta say. It feels really great, and I'm over sicknesses. And if you're going through any sickness or you have not been feeling well, I am praying for y'all, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Okay, that's it. Bye y'all.